Okay, so we've already built the foundation. Low point controls the strike, face angle controls the start direction, contact controls the efficiency, gives you distance control. Now we're talking about path, the swing path, the path the club is going through impact. Now, path does one thing, it influences curvature. That's it. It doesn't start the ball, it doesn't fix fat and thin shots, it doesn't magically solve everything. It just influences curve. So if your face is square, but your path is too far to the left, you're going to get a fade or a slice. If your face is square, but your path is too far to the right, you're going to get a draw or a hook. When the face and the path just don't match up properly, you're just going to get chaos. But here's what most golfers get wrong. They try to fix path first. They swing more from the inside, they swing more from the outside, they exaggerate movement trying to fix their swings, and nothing becomes predictable. Because exaggerated movements are going to affect your low point, your face angle, and your contact. Now you've lost everything that you've already achieved. Trying to change path just created new problems. Path is the final refinement. It's the steering adjustment. It's how you choose your shot shape. So in this lesson, I'm going to show you what really controls your path without changing your golf swing. Because once low point, face angle, and contact are stable, then path becomes really simple. When path becomes simple, you can choose the way you want to curve shots. So let's begin. Okay, we made it to our last impact condition, club path. Now, it's okay to get a little fancy. At our age, it's okay to show off a little bit. Now, this is the last core impact condition that you need to really master, and it's way easier than you think, and it's heaps of fun. Now, the reason this is the last core impact condition to learn is that it requires no swing changes. That's right, you don't need to change your golf swing at all. And being able to change your swing path means that you're going to be able to shape the ball right to left and left to right at will. And this is going to give you an advantage while you're playing golf. Okay, so a lot of golfers, when you shape the ball, it's actually going the wrong direction. And so you don't like shape, it's a bad shot. What you're going to do is you're going to change the swing path by simply changing your alignment with your body. Now, right now, that yellow line right there represents my swing path. But if I move that path over here, let's say 20 meters or yards to the right, then I would just simply set my body up to that. And now I've got a path to the right of the target. And conversely, if I move this maybe 20 meters to the left of the target, now I've got a path that goes to the left. In fact, I can change the path to whatever I want. And that should be your epiphany moment. Now, there's another change. The other change is your club face angle. So let's say that I'm going to hit a draw, okay, a ball that starts to the right and then ends on target. All I would do is I would line my body up on this line and then just simply close the club face. So if I'm 20 meters to the right, I'm going to close the club face about 10 degrees, okay? And then I'm going to set up with the same ball position I would normally have. That way I can get my low point in front of the golf ball, and that's the key. And that is a perfect draw right into my target. And that's my normal golf swing. Now I'm going to demonstrate a fade. So now I'm 20 meters to the left of the target. I'm going to put this ball right here so I can get that low point right in front of the golf ball. I'm going to line up so my path is to the left of the target, and then I'm going to open the club face up a little bit, and that's what's going to put the spin on the ball that takes the ball to the target. Ball position exactly the same as it always is, so I can get my low point right in front of the golf ball. I'm lining my club face up a little bit open, and I get my normal everyday golf swing. And there's a fade, and that ball will end up in the same place directionally as the draw. Now, the flight characteristics were very different because when the face is open to the path of the club for a fade, the ball goes much higher, it lands softer, and the ball doesn't go as far. Conversely, with the draw, the trajectory is much lower, the backspin is less, the ball comes in a little bit hot, there's a little bit of a run out, and overall the ball goes further. Well, why is this such an advantage to be able to shape shots? Well, as you get older, you want to be able to play more specialty shots. Now, for me, for example, I use the shape of the shot to adjust when I'm in between clubs. For example, if I'm 130 yards away, that's normally a 9-iron. Let's say I'm 135. All I'm going to do is line my body up a little bit to the right, close the face a little bit, and I'll get those extra yards every time. So this is going to make you a more diverse golfer as you age and give you an ability that allows you to score even lower. Okay, so let's step back and we'll just do a little review. We've now covered the 4 impact conditions that control every golf shot you ever hit on a golf course: low point, face angle, contact, and path. Low point controls your strike quality. Face angle controls your start direction. Contact controls distance efficiency. Your path controls the curve of the ball flight. And that's it. Not positions, not aesthetics, not how your swing looks on video. Just impact, that moment of truth. Now, every good player in the world, regardless of their style, controls those 4 things well. And every inconsistent player struggles with at least one of them, usually more. And here's the shift that I really need you to feel. You're no longer chasing swing thoughts. You're no longer guessing what went wrong, because you now have a framework. When a shot is missed, you ask, was that my low point? Was that my face angle? Oh, was that contact? Oh, maybe that was my path. And that's how you're going to stop feeling random. And that's how improvement becomes measurable. From here forward, we don't try harder. We just become more aware of our impact conditions. Because when you train impact, golf gets simpler. Not easier, but it gets simpler. And simple becomes more repeatable because you're making the right corrections. Now, this is the foundation of this program, the Over 50 Golf Reset. Now we build from it.